Gotta check if my mic's working. You know the drill. You know. Awesome. And I forgot to switch the stream to. To the good old low latency. You know, it's a Fallout 76 stream. We don't need uber good latency for this one. So far, it looks like we've got no one in the chat. I'm just gonna set a little goal real quick. Alright, and we're live. Someone's already near my camp.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in.
Salutations to anyone in the chat. Feel free to sound off if you're one of my usual ravens. I'd love to see who's here.
Children, listen well. 3 pyres have been placed throughout the Wise One's home. Their light is a vital catalyst to our ritual. The dim ones have attempted to contain our light. Destroy their vines encircling each pyre before we proceed. Each pyre is attended by a Wise One's observer. Only when the vines have been destroyed will the observers instruct you on your next task. Hurry now, children. His patience does not run as deep as his wisdom.
Salutations, little Fox Gamer.
A fine start, but our work is far from complete.
And welcome, Bob the Builder. Nice to have you at the streams. I always see you commenting at the end of the streams, but I don't see you talking that much nowadays. How you doing, man?
Their faint flickers must be snuffed out. Hunt them, destroy them, fill the streets with their foul agony.
Also, I do apologize if my response to your chat is delayed. I may or may not have forgotten to set each stream to low latency. Silver lining, my computer is thanking me. Hey, nothing wrong with that. We need the blood.
The ritual site had been prepared. The summoning shall commence once each of the pyres has been lit. Go, ignite the flames as I release the dust of our wise one into the air. Ah, yes, the flames of our pyre ignite the moth dust. It offers enlightenment, however brief it may be. Breathe, children, breathe.
See the world now through his eyes. Let the dust and flames and fumes feel you. Let it soak into your hands. Let it show you the truth. But prepare yourselves, for the heretic big ones will be enraged by his vision. The reality of our wise one will send them into a frenzy. You must protect our sacred lights, the pyres, from those wretched fiends. Without the fire's glow, our guest may refuse our invitation. The dim ones approach the church. Slay them, children. Offer no quarter. The heretics bring foul brutes with them. Let not your eyes deceive you. All you see before you, the sky. No matter its shape, man or beast, these twisted shadows all serve the will of the false ones.
Oh. So, how do you guys feel about Mothman? Like the actual Mothman, not the Fallout version specifically, just like the actual real life Mothman.
The foul dim ones are headed toward the waterside pyre, children. You must protect it. These unwavering fools attack from all sides. Leave no pyre unguarded. Leave no heretic left
What in
standing.
the fuck? can't seem to get anyone. Fuck. Like, I have the friggin' laser rifle. Okay, it's moments like this that kind of make me like, because I've been thinking about getting a private server just for Ravens and stuff to join in on me doing this, but like this is kind of pushing me to it. Yeah, definitely.
Unto us, that expansion you feel in your mind, that growing sense of wisdom and thought. Oh, why, Mothman, you have accepted our invitation.
There he is.
Come, children, allow the white one to gaze upon you. Bask in his infinite wisdom.
Awesome. Alright, now that we got all Mothman'd up, I'm gonna go back to home real quick, and then we're gonna dive into the Wastelanders stuff. Hopefully, by tonight, we can take this out back and kill it so we can get my damn plasma caster. Oh.
I was wondering if you were coming back.
Well, it happens top of the hour every hour, and once I get the private server up for Ravens, once I get the private server up for Ravens, then I feel like it'll be a lot easier for us to actually get kills, considering we won't have overpowered schmucks just taking all the kills. Well, as you just saw in this run, I can't even get the damn... Because of some people with, like, one-shotter weapons, you know, one-hitter quitters, I can't even get a hit off. Ugh, the Chinese. There we go. Man, I wish the YouTube copyright system wasn't so jank. I'd love to put on the radio and just listen to tunes while I'm walking around, but the moment I turn on those tunes, the copyright bots will get me. Now, I can't make like ad revenue or anything yet. That's okay. I'll be transparent. Part of the reason I can't talk tonight. Part of the reason that I've been so frequent on the streams is because it's passively getting me closer and closer to being able to put get revenue from the ads on my videos. Because at current, I can only get super chats and whatnot, but another revenue stream would be nice. Like, I'll still be plugging, like, my alternate, like, support methods after each video. Just because, A, I'm going to keep putting the funny lady in the videos, so I might as well show the, you know, how to see it. But also, B, because, what's it called? That's how I'll plug things like the Discord going forward.
Invalid credentials. Access denied.
See, again, that's why you gotta... My biggest advice for that is to just straight play with... Do what I do. Play with the music off. It's genuinely not safe for a lot of games. Like Halo 4, all of its soundtrack is in the Content ID system. That's just one example, but a lot of games have their stuff in the Content ID system. Hey, bunkers, my man! Hey, yo, Bonkers, let me know, by the way, once you get one of those desultors built, if you're up for it, I'd totally be down to, like, assuming you can actually, like, send the video through Discord, I'd totally be down to use any footage you'd be willing to donate to showcase the desultor model kit for the desultor video, because I'm literally in the process of editing it right now. Just getting beat by some fucking... Why do I keep yawning? I'm getting my ass beat by some mad burnout. It's been really irritating me. But rest assured, I'm still cooking. Ah! Shut up, Clinker. Well, in the event that... What's it called? Good! I hate this yawning! No, but in the event that, like, you're not, like, up to building it in, like, a timely manner, I can just do the original plan and not showcase the actual, like, model kit besides just showing off the production pictures. I just wanted to, like, extend that offer since you know, literally paid for the video. And, like, you're getting a big shout out in it, so might as well just offer. No, but one thing I've also been just kind of cooking up in the background. If you've looked on the Discord, you've probably seen the yeah, that's a fat ass boy. Nah, but if you've seen the Discord, you've probably seen the sketches I put out. First off, finally got a design for scraps that I'm happy with. And secondly, I've just been kind of... I don't want to say world building, because that's not the right term. Just fucking... brainstorming shit, I guess. That's the best word to put it. Doing a little bit of a brainstorming for mech ideas, basically. Because, I don't know, I like the idea of the whole thing with scraps being something distinct from any mech thing. I don't want scraps to be tied to something like Armored Core, because I love Armored Core. I don't always want to be making Armored Core videos. But I want to be able to take scraps with me as a, you know, mascot to whatever sci-fi thing I do. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? 9 ball! There we go! I want to be able to take scraps with me to other projects and whatnot. And part of that is building him his own little setting. Plus, it just gives me the chance. It gives me the chance to flex my creative juices a little, in a way that doesn't have like the pressure of like the videos or like commission work. Because, like, the general gist with those mechs is something along the lines of short, like, 20-foot-ish tall mechs made for a combination of exploration and combat. For a while, I didn't really see any mech shows that had mechs as short as I wanted them to be. With the exception of, who the fuck is that? Oh, it's just Saber.
I have come to be a nuisance and possibly join you on your adventures, if that is okay. Okay, I'll go.
Yeah. Clear, okay. Where the hell is the key? Okay, I know this quest is bugged, but... Okay, so this quest is bugged, and the quest marker...
I can tell when I'm not welcome.
I'm trying to run the stream. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, so what was I saying? God, God, I forgot what I was saying. Ah! Guess I got a few screws loose. Okay, no, what was I saying? Okay, so this quest in particular is kind of bugged, and the marker will send you downstairs, and then the marker will send you upstairs. You can see right there the quest marker is telling me to go downstairs. What you're actually supposed to do is find the Hornwright Estate key, a specific key that's in one of the bedrooms. But unfortunately, a combination of my dissociation and lack of direction here means that I gotta go through this whole ass estate looking for this goddamn key card. alive in this area. That's a good sign. Means I haven't been here. Or not.
Commencing attack on hostile target. Please take cover until the danger has been eliminated.
Okay, no, but Bonkers, getting back to that, I want to design a mech for each of the characters, but also just design a bunch of generic mechs. Because I want them to be, I don't want to say, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to be blunt. It's kind of like Armored Cores in the sense that it's parts that you can swap. But I also very much want it to be like each mech is still its own thing. Like it's a manufactured product, and some of them aren't meant to be matched, but, you know, people will mix match and make their own little Franken mechs as they see fit. Like Scraps, for an example, his backpack is technically the triangle that's coming out of his back, and then the thrusters are attached onto there, and then there's hard points on there, so different people using that core can do different things. I don't want to call it a core. Because, okay, I saw how Shoji was able to design all of these mechs by designing the parts first, and then going from there. And I want to try and do that. Because A, that sounds like fun, and B, it means I can design a bunch of parts first, and then design the mechs. But also gives me some control over like how each mech looks. Like Shells, for an example, I kind of want... Armored Core 2 had a specific... Armored Core 2 had a very specific set of hover legs that one of the Ravens at the end of the arena used that kind of looked like a dress. Because like she made her AC look like a little queen. And I thought, you know what? That was A, that was probably based off the Zhang from Gundam. And B, something like that would be perfect for... Oh, thank you. Here's your reward.
I wish I had a Killbind.
Killbind would be great.
Sorry, I looked up the quest to.
I was
you
going
were
to
lost.
do that, but I was explaining mech lore.
Yeah,
You cut me off right before I got to the thighs. You've deprived the Ravens of thigh mech.
I'm sad now because I wanted to hear that too.
Okay, no, but actually getting back to that, Shell's mech in particular, yeah, I want to put both Rosie and Shell in this too, because I don't like having Eric alone without Rosie.
Sadly, I do not have this quest, but I am happy to have been of assistance.
Intruder, identify yourself.
Listen, I lose 6
Yeah.
pounds every time I shoot this thing. It is a net benefit for me to comedically abuse you.
I don't even have anything to say to that. That's just damn.
Cry about it!
Can I join you on your adventures, or shall I be banished off to the middle of nowhere again?
I kind of like this dynamic of where you just appear randomly and then disappear. Helps me focus on my things, but also leads to funny content. So do as you see fit.
I kind of want to join you, because I'm just aimlessly wandering around right now, because I don't really want to do any quests. like, any of my own quests, rather.
Understood. Just stay on my tail then. I'll use the push to talk so that way I can divide the chat from the you chat.
From
because...
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, no, okay. So!
I shall just follow you like a lost puppy.
Okay. Bob, to answer your question...
Also, sorry
Votoms-
if I'm interrupting. This was the thing I wanted. I wanted this outfit really bad, and I'm happy to
Oh, that's
have
the
it
outfit
now.
Poppy has.
Yeah, I know. I really liked it. That's why I wanted to get it. What the fuck?
No, okay. Bob, to answer your question, 20 feet tall, like, 15 to 20 feet tall, there would be variation in their heights. So, as an example, Eric's mech is a scouting mech, and he would be around 15 feet tall. Small little robot in comparison to some of the other ones. Whereas Rosie's mech, which would definitely be like a tank, more like essentially a weaponized forklift, would be more along the lines of the 20 feet line and whatnot. And there'd just be a range of heights in that area. So, they're small. They're still mechs, mind you, but they're small in comparison to something like, you know, an AC or a mobile suit. No, but Rosie's would definitely be something along the lines of a weaponized forklift. About the size, yeah. A small house. Because most of them would be in the, like, the 17 to 16 range, with 15, 14 being the smaller end. And then 20 feet being for, like, the heavy hitters, like a knockoff Tomahawk and whatnot. Or, again, Rosie's Death Forklift. Something like Shells would also probably be big, because I'm thinking, like I was saying about the Armored Core 2 arena opponent, she would have a combo platter looking hover legs, basically. Hover legs that look like a combination of thick thighs like the Xiong, but also a fancy dress. Because I still want Shell to fill kind of that role of non-combatant, but also have the, like, air of authority, if that makes sense. Although, again, I don't really know how to take the characters, because I haven't really put that much thought into all of this, honestly. It's mostly just been, like, playing around with the aesthetics of the mechs and whatnot. Honestly, the end goal of this would be getting back into Blender and starting to 3D print model kits of this stuff in the scale of something like Battletech. But that's like that's a fucking pipe dream and a half. I forgot where to go.
If you need the safe room, I think it's, like, in the basement.
No, I'm trying to find where the computer room is. Find the computer room!
The... Which one? The one we were in?
Yeah!
Oh, it's over here. Follow me! Down here. this one. Sorry, I found a Mark 19 in there.
Approach. Identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
I don't like that corner.
False alarm.
You know what? Okay, I think I can do the funny too.
God damn it!
You're lucky there's no friendly fire, otherwise you'd be dead 5 times over.
Oh, I'm aware. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Hey, do you have a spare T60 head that I can have?
No.
Damn, because I have everything but the helmet.
Listen, okay, you should have been in my shop like 3 days ago. I had 2 T60 helmets and they were both bought.
Damn. Okay.
I actually need to start doing the rounds again to restock T60 parts. Because I got nothing but T51. But... not
I'd have
T60.
to check what I'm missing for T51. I think I have most of it, though.
You can always check your friendly neighborhood Power Armor Smith dealer shop in the event that you'd like to, purchase some spare Power Armor parts in premium condition.
Would you like to browse my wares?
I have
I'll
some
probably run over
explosive
there in a bit.
deals!
That is such a shit pun!
Hey, cool!
Initiating breach procedure. All workers, please evacuate.
You're lucky I had to reload.
Immediately.
What now? This safe room is a lot less safe than I expected. Breach procedure?
Breach complete.
Hey, Motherlode.
Now, wait just a minute. You can't just barge in here, robot.
Motherload.
Motherload? Oh, of course. I see. This must be some sort of failsafe directive now that I'm back in this area. How fascinating. Wait, how is it that you can speak now? You didn't say anything when I came across you earlier out in the wild. You know, you're quite terrifying.
Default audio device safe room loudspeaker is active and hardwired connection has been established.
Of course. You mustn't have a built-in device. I guess Daniel decided you didn't need a voice unless you were speaking to him. Typical.
Senior Executive Daniel Hornwright is not detected. Please provide a location for discovery and retrieval.
No. Father, Daniel, has been gone for a long time.
Confirmed. Failsafe handoff must initiate. Dr. Penelope Hornwright, do you acknowledge and accept?
Well, you're one hell of a stray dog, but yes, I'll accept.
Failsafe procedures complete. Debug mode is now enabled. Doctor, please evaluate all secondary user changes before submitting.
Well, that was exciting, to say the least. So, secondary user, eh? Who the hell are you? And what kind of changes is she talking about?
I'm the Motherlode's friend, but I need your help convincing her to do something for me.
Oh, really? What exactly do you need the Motherlode's help with? And as an aside, robots don't have friends, and don't need to be convinced to do things. If you want them to do something, you need to reprogram them.
Want to use the mother load. No, fuck you. Robots can make friends.
Oh my, you were serious, weren't you? I'm afraid I don't have time to explain this right now. Perhaps later.
Listen here, you fucking zombie. There's a certain fish-netted clanker I know that's very much someone who everyone in this server wants to be friends with. So why don't you shut your carcass mouth?
I want to use the mother load to break into a vault.
Is that all? I assume from that Pip-Boy on your wrist that you're from one yourself.
How do you see my Pip-Boy? You wouldn't joke about being homesick if you had to live in a vault.
Yes, because the alternative's been so kind to me. Look, nobody's having a good time anymore. It's literally the end of the world.
It's for settlers that have returned to Appalachia.
I don't understand. What do they want with a vault? I saw Foundation on my way back into Appalachia. They look pretty comfortable there.
They don't want to live in it. It's from a secret government stockpile.
There are plenty of government facilities in Appalachia. More if you head north.
Oh my god! It's full of gold. Want to use it to bring back currency. No, 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 I'm not gonna barter with you.
Well, if your new society will allow ghouls like me to join, then I'll help. Otherwise, you can beat it. I've seen plenty of folks try to save the world since things went to hell, and all of them had their problems.
Welcome aboard.
Lovely. Beats only having blasted robots to talk to. No offense, Motherlode. So what's the plan?
Motherlode can only go to specific places or beacons, so how do we do that?
Well, I'll need a Pip-Boy for a mobile terminal. Also, I'll need something I consulted on years ago.
Okay.
I'll install an untethered communication setup while you're gone. That way, we can talk to her whenever and wherever we want. Like any other bot.
Alright. To get back to the mech thing, I'm thinking have Shell use the same core as Scraps just because they're both round. But other than that, it's gonna be new parts. That's disturbing. Okay. Oh, don't make me go into the clown. That looks like a child toucher clown. Jesus Christ. Oh, but that one's cute. Oh, wait. Nine ball! Rosie's, I think, would be the most difficult to just do from scratch because I'd have to be... I want to go, like, full forklift with hers, but at the same time, the parts still need to be in the same design language as the other parts that Scraps, Onyx, and Queen Agaria would have. I'm also torn between making it pink or making it brown like a bear. Because, okay, the sci-fi iteration of Rosie...
Calling all
like,
responders. Sanjay here, letting you know that Steelheart is fully charged and ready for action. If you're in Morgantown, go ahead and activate him so we can check the alarms on the stash rooms. Just make sure he doesn't take too much damage. I've got enough repair work as it is.
No, was I saying? Oh yeah, no. But the original Rosie was a... basically what she is in the fantasy setting, with like some salvaged pink power armor. Specifically pink and white to contrast on Eric's black and blue. Rosie and Eric are like two of the oldest creations I got in my lineup, and I'm really wanting to use them in videos and stuff more. It's just difficult because Rosie is like, I might want to do some changes on Rosie as a concept. Or at the very least, I've just kind of given up on having them be voiced. Eric is easy, you could just use Microsoft Sam for him. But Rosie is like a British woman. And I'm not about to sit here and use AI to do things. That's just, you know. My biggest shame, video-wise, is my old Rune Bear video. Because that's when that was made when the AI voice technology was like fresh and new. And no one knew about like the actual stuff that went into making it. I was hopping on the bandwagon. And I thought, hey, this could help me make videos. I didn't know how, like... I did not know how bad things were going to get with that stuff. And if it wasn't for the fact that it had 1,000 views and is like, you know, a big, not a big contributor, but it contributed to me being able to monetize, I'd honestly unlist it. But I'd rather not hide from the shame, if that makes sense. Like, I messed up, and I'm just gonna own up to it and keep that up as a reminder of what not to do going forward. Rosie needs a voice actress, and I'm never gonna use the computer voice stuff for her again.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
Ah! Equinox time. I don't know, what say you, chat? Would you consider that AI Runa video the worst thing on my channel? I find it shameful, but I want to hear your guys' take on it.
Children, listen well. 3 pyres have been placed throughout the Wise One's home. Their light is a vital catalyst to our ritual. Ones have attempted to contain our light. Destroy their vines encircling each pyre before we proceed. Each pyre is attended by a Wise One's observer. Only when the vines have been destroyed will the observers instruct you on your next path. Hurry now, children. His patience does not run as deep as his wisdom.
A fine start, but our work is far from complete. False prophets and pretenders.
That's the thing, everyone thought they were funny and just, oh, hey, look, when it first came out, because no one knew how gross it was gonna get. It was also, though, due to the fact that the technology was far more limited. Like, there were a lot more hiccups with how characters sounded with those kind of things, and it was very easy to tell it was not a real person. But that crap has gotten to a point where...
They are watching!
That crap has gotten to a point where it's become more difficult to tell it apart from real people. And combine that with the fact that it's come out that this stuff was trained off actual people's, like, stolen stuff. And just the other malicious things that this AI shit has gone through, it's like, no. I honestly miss when, okay, if you're a TF2 fan, you might remember 15.ai.
Beautiful night has been prepared. The summoning shall commence.
And I kind of miss that. Like, back when it was bad. If that makes sense. Like, when you could tell, oh yeah, that's a grungy, garbly text-to-speech. I miss that. And I find text-to-speech charming. And I like text-to-speech voices. Like the old ones, like Old Man and whatnot. And we are in the beam! That kind of shit.
See the world now through his eyes, children. Let the dust and flames and fumes fill you. Let it soak into your throats.
Voice mixing is a fucking skill, and also very fun.
But prepare yourselves, for the heretic dead ones will be enraged by this vision. The reality of our wise one will send them frenzy. You must protect our sacred lights. The our invitation. The dim ones approach the church. Slay them, children. Offer no quarter. The Bridges Pyre is the heretic's next target, children. You must keep it safe. The heretics bring foul brutes with them. Let not your eyes deceive you. All you see before you, the sky. No matter its shape, man or beast, these twisted shadows all serve the will of the false ones.
This event just makes me miss Poppy.
The foul dim ones are headed toward the waterside fire, children. You must protect it. These unwavering fools attack from all sides. Leave no pyre unguarded. Leave no heretic left standing. You feel it? The wise one draws near. He awaits our signal. Quickly, children, return to me upon the museum's rooftop. We must invite him to us to show him our
Wise Mothman.
You have accepted our invitation. We are meager insects before your invitation.
Come, children. Allow the
Mothman.
Wise One to gaze upon you. Bask in his infinite wisdom.
I ate shit, thank you.
I guess it's true, you are what you eat.
Wait, what the hell? Come here. I'm gonna beat you with a sharp stick. Come here. Damn. Fuck you too.
That, and also, he doesn't make them anymore, but Crocodile used to do these team service announcements, but he just ran out of tips to give. The team service announcement was a really fun one. Thank you, Grandma. Yeah, let's go check out this guy's camp real quick before we continue the story. Oh, never mind. He just took his camp out. Ironically, Shell is one of the easier ones to use because Poppy has been very insistent on wanting to voice her for something. So, yeah. Interesting twist of fate.
junk. It's dangerous to go alone. It's dangerous to go in groups. It's just dangerous out there. So stock up here. Now in stock. Goods acquired through questionable means. Previously owned loot for sale. Mostly blood-free. If you are not satisfied with your gift, this unit is not authorized to make exchanges. Please get your rating supplies here or don't. I don't care. Stock up here before your next kill.
No, Atlantis, I do not have my baby yet. We're working on it, though. We are working on it. We are going to break into a vault full of government ghouls, and I'm going to get my friggin' gun. Listen, I no leave until either I get a plasma caster or until Poppy says it's time for stuff. Because if the wife demands one-on-one time, I will not deny her.
Okay, let's try your integrated voice module again. Can you say something, Motherlode?
What would you like me to say, Doctor?
Great. Thanks.
Great. Thanks.
Good gracious. She's full of dad jokes. Alright, I'll add full conversation.
What's your gun, little fox?
Ah, you're back. I've been busy working on the Motherlode's voice interface. Have those parts for me yet? Lovely. I had a chance to crack her open while you were gone. It's not good news, I'm afraid. That's right. You're the one with the grand plan. I was just minding my own business. Well, it shouldn't take long at all to get the new guidance interface set up. However, while I was in there setting up her vocal system, I saw a lot of damage. Well, her data processing is extremely slow. Maybe it's not actually broken, but it certainly doesn't work. She also needs a new sensor module, an altimeter for sure. Something's corroded the contacts pretty badly on both of those. Salvaging. iBots are basically just flying sensor modules, and the altimeter could be salvaged from that ridiculous plane father hung upstairs. I'm not sure about finding an interpolator, but I saw a robot that had a human brain attached to it near Robco. I would bet that unethical monstrosity has some serious
Oh.
ventilation needs.
Yeah, no, there's no anti-mat. The closest you'll get is a Gauss rifle.
I'll be here working on her conversational skills.
Although, okay. This is gonna piss me off to talk about, but y'all like it when I get pissed off, so here's something funny. If someone sits there and tells you a Gauss rifle or a railgun is an energy weapon, my ravens, my beautiful ravens, punch them in the mouth. A Gauss rifle and or railgun use magnets to propel a projectile down rails. A ballistic projectile. A slug of metal. This is not an energy weapon. What's your weapon, Atlantis? The worst part, Saber, with the Gauss rifle thing, Fallout 1 and 2 got it right. See, Atlantis, that's just because you're not trying hard enough. You gotta get yourself an explosive plasma caster, and that's the closest you'll get to a Kurosawa. Exactly, Bonkers, exactly. I think there is a mod for Fallout 4 that adds the Kurosawa, but it's the Gen 3 Kurosawa, and, okay, I'm gonna be real. The Gen 3 Kurosawa is, like, the second ugliest Kurosawa in the franchise. It functions great, don't get me wrong. But looks-wise, it looks almost as ugly as the Generation 6 Kurosawa. Jesus Christ. Oh no, Armor Core 5 definitely had the least advanced tech-wise. Armor Core 5's ACs were literally hunks of junk put together with the remnants of old Next tech.
Whereas the ACs of Armor Core 1 were comparable to I don't want to say Overtech, but the muscle tracing technology alone in Armor Core 1 was really advanced. They had really good power plants that also didn't have any sort of dirtiness to them, and their weapons were, bar for bar, just better. Yeah, no, Ghetto Armored Cores is the best way to describe AC5, but that's also why I really want to play it more. I really want it, man. That's like one of my never-nevers, but I gotta get a better PC, because I tried running it on this hunk of junk, but... Woo! Ah! Ah! I think no, 6 isn't as high on the tech ceiling as Armored Cores in Armored Core 6 do not have things like sniping technology or extensions or anything like that. Armored Core 4 is the highest tech just by virtue of the shitty Kojima tech. But I'd say it goes Armored Core Armored Core 4, Armored Core 3, 2, 1, with 6 floating somewhere in the middle there, and then Armored Core 5 at the bottom. Their energy weapons also cost money to shoot, though. That's the thing. They don't derive from the power source of the AC, but they have actual, like, carried ammo, which knocks them down a lot. Because, again, in the first 3 generations, one of the big selling points of energy weapons is that they costed nothing to shoot. There was no physical ammo that you had to worry about carrying. It was kind of like Battletech in that regard. Nope. That's where it started. That's Armored Core 4 is where everything went wrong for a lot of things, including guns or energy weapons using ammo. It's fine. A lot of people like it. I'm a biased party because I get motion sickness, and playing Armored Core 4 is quite literally physically painful for me. That, and I also don't like the mechs in Armored Core 4. Armored Core 4, okay, it's got the mech building part of Armored Core really well, because you can, like, customize little bits and greebles on your next and whatnot. But the next are basically bipedal fighter jets. The game's really fast. So, if you like fast robots, by all means go for it. But if you like something slower, more down to earth, then, no. I mean, Saber, I'll tell you what I tell everyone. Start with the first game. If you got a PS5, it's on PS5 Pro, but ideally, you'll just sail the 7 seas, grab yourself a copy that way, and use an emulator that's on Steam. Armored Core 6 is the best way to enter into the franchise just by virtue of accessibility, but I like Armored Core 1 a lot. I like first gen, so I'm going to shill for first gen. In that case, by all means, put on your Lynx wings. What do you mean you're broke? Sail the 7 seas. A life on the ocean requires no money. Okay, but Atlantis, that's part of what I don't like. If that makes sense. Like, everything gets compared to Armored Core 4 in terms of power scaling, and it brings out the power scaler crowd, basically. I like that aspect, combined with just how obnoxiously, like, comically deadly the next are. Just kind of always like, it's not my cup of tea. Saber. 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 The original Armored Cores are basically lost media. No one is losing money if you pirate them. Trust me. You are morally obligated to preserve the old Armored Cores. That is my stance on it. Because PS5 Pro as a service will take them off eventually. So it is our moral obligation to download ROMs of the original Armored Cores all the way up to 5th gen to preserve them for future generations. Well, yeah, because there's nowhere you can go from there. Instead of power scaling like bullshit, you literally can't beat Mach 12 Cancer Mech. I would say retro... Okay, Saber, I would say RetroArch on Steam. It's free, and it has a variety of old school emulators pre-installed, like SNESX and the PSX emulator that you'll be using for Armored Core. See, you don't even gotta do that. I will not name any sites for you to procure the thing, but I'll definitely share it in my Discord after the stream. I'm working on a starter guide for Armored Core 1, and I think I'm also going to do a emulator guide, just so that, you know, Ravens can safely emulate Peak. But at the same time, I don't want to do that too much, because drawing attention to emulators is a good way to get taking it down. Atlantis, I'm sorry that your planet gets blown up. That must suck.
Thanks. I'll take those parts if you don't mind. Next. No, she'll be ready once I finish putting those parts in. I'll head there, presently. Just need to grab a thing or two before I leave. So don't worry about checking back in right away. I'm fairly hopeful she'll have exploded.
No, Fires of Raven is the good ending. It's the best ending, in fact. It's the only ending where that stupid, disgusting, vile, contemptuous, disgusting, decrepit alien gets to get put down like the disgusting thing she is.
Tar, I'm sure Motherlode's going to have some issues for me to polish before your mission, but nothing I can't manage.
Also, Bonkers with the absolutely objectively correct take. No, you just need RetroArch and the ROM. Like, you'll have to actually extract the ROM somewhere proper. Yeah, never play a ROM from just the actual zip folder. You're gonna have to extract it to somewhere. I recommend making a non-Steam game download or like a ROM folder wherever you want to keep it. And then just organize it by folder. And yeah.
You've secured our way down to the vault pretty handily, haven't you? I just can't believe your luck in finding Dr. Hornbright. She's getting some equipment brought down, I think. Oh, but before you get going, though, let's talk business. All right. I've been working on the next problem we need to solve for busting into Vault 79. That doozy of a laser grid. I figure we got some experienced scavengers in Foundation already. Thing is, before I even start asking around, honestly, maybe she's tougher than she seems. She's been with us for a while, so I can vouch for her loyalty at least. She said she has a way to beat the grid, so I'm inclined to believe her. Anyway, her name is Jen. Go talk to her, and I'll get back to work on figuring out a plan for these military-grade turrets.
I take it you talked to Paige. I did and I do, yep. But no. So, okay. Hilariously, I'm looking for something that is designed to be invisible. Untraceable. It's a suit that hides you from everything, even laser detection grids. Which would help out with Vault 79, right? Yes, exactly. This tech allowed for other tech from the same origin to see it and report back. If the wearer wasn't where they were supposed to be, bang! Right? Yeah, so we just have to get that other tech, which is easy to find by comparison, and check its logs. Which means that we need to go out and grab one of those jumpy little Liberator bots. Yeah, that untraceable spy tech. It's Chinese.
Why a liberator?
Liberators like to gossip, speaking in lay terms. They ping each other whenever they see something interesting. It's actually kind of a design flaw. Alright, I'll see if we have anyone around here who can help out with the next part. Be safe out there. I can't believe that Penny's cat isn't robotic. What a letdown.
The insurrection. Okay, bonkers. The insurrectionists are genuinely some of the stupidest rebels in all of science fiction. It's actually comical. There is a literal genocidal alien jihad going on, and thinking, nah, let's just keep fighting the government. Yeah. The extinction of the human race is going on, but we're just gonna keep going against the government. That's gonna work out.
Heads up, responders. The food processing machines at Mama Dolce's have finally cooled down enough to work again. I've set them up to make cans of stew using the ingredient containers spread around the factory. Well, the machines make a hell of a racket, so you'll probably get some unwanted guests.
I'm here for your body. I'm sorry, is that a Pancreas No Work reference? Atlantis, based. I listen to that guy while I water my lawn. It's all good. I've been really getting it. I love his Battletech videos, personally. His Warhammer stuff is good, too. But his Battletech stuff is really fun, because he's also, like, kind of a newcomer, but also enamored by the setting. And it's just also nice to see him gush about Halo. Makes me think, would you guys want to see more long-form content from me? Or would you prefer I stick to the formula I got right now with, like, the AC builds? Zeon did nothing wrong. Australia had it coming. That said, the Capellans can burn. Both the Capellans and House Kurita make for excellent punching bags, though, I will say that. Steiner is fun, and the Federated Sons are honestly kind of boring. But at the same time, they pay really well. The need to sell models. Bonkers, might I suggest, the Federated Commonwealth. There's not faction-specific models, but there are, you know, faction-specific paint jobs and whatnot, and I'm sure that Battletech doesn't want to take a whole faction off the board like that. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm getting one of these for my wife. where was I? No, I get you there, Bonkers, with the Merc life. I wanna make a Merc Blitz, but I gotta get more battle mechs first.
Thanks again for lending a hand.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Ah, hello again. Put that robot on my workbench, will you?
Oh, hello, gatita.
I'll be honest. I was hoping you'd have the motherlode just hanging around your room, Penny.
Oh no, there's no room for that. Though knowing her, she may yet try to make an appearance. So, do you want the logs from this robot?
Yep. Look for an entry that begins with... That should list any entries related to our target.
These logs look encoded, but like nothing I've seen before. I see the numerical headers you mentioned, though.
The entry you're looking for would have been broadcast daily since about 11 years ago. Just read the stuff in brackets at the end when you find it.
Found it. The part in the brackets says BAI2, QUAN2, YUAN2, and then the number 7. I'm afraid that's all Chinese to me. As in, it's actually Chinese. To everyone.
Oh! White Spring! Duh. Why 7, though?
Oh. 7th hole on the golf course, maybe. Wait, you don't... do you?
What, speak Chinese? I mean, it's been a while, but yeah. Wait, so my mom's last known location was a golf course? I don't get it. I can't imagine there's anything spy-worthy there. What the heck would she be doing there?
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yes, they were spies. My parents were spies. They're both dead, alright? I was born here. I don't know about any of that.
No, I don't care about. I mean, you're looking for... spy gadgets? That's like a dream project. Can I see everything when you get back?
Sure? That'd be great, actually. It had this biometric encoding, and I think it'll work for a close relative like me. But, let's talk later. You said you're recalibrating the robot. To do what, exactly?
To find the tech if it's still nearby, and not shoot at anyone along the way. Maybe if you take it to the 7th hole, it'll pick up the signal again. I'll get the lab ready for when you get back. Be safe out there, you two.
Wow, I feel like we're actually finally going to find it after talking to Penny. I've never been this close. So, you ready to go?
I have some questions.
Okay. Ask me anything you want to know.
If your parents were spies, how do I know you're not a spy?
I'm telling you that I'm not. Are you exactly like your parents?
Why should I trust you?
You shouldn't trust anyone out here. Not really. Just let my actions speak for themselves.
I don't want a communist on this team or in my settlement.
I'm not a communist. Yet the glory of unfettered capitalism is all around us. We're standing in its ruins. You do see that, right? You can revel in it all you like, but it still stinks of death and idiocy to me. I'm not interested in continuing this conversation. So, ask me something else, or let's get a move on.
Why didn't you just open up and say this was Chinese spy tech earlier?
Because it's complicated. It's hard to know how someone will react, even though I'm not responsible for my parents' actions.
That's everything.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll head to the White Spring.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, don't forget our little recalibrated friend here. I get that some of the folks here are really afraid of the Scorch Beast, but for me, it's the giant ugly toads.
Usually not this late. Go get some shut-eye.
Okay, chat. Serious question. Genuine question. Oop. Laren Scoutlands. Nah, but genuine question. Do y'all give a fuck if I do a mini showcase in the Tomahawk video? Or should I, just not even bother with, like, a miniature showcase and just solely focus on making actual, like, drawings for the Tomahawk video? Because on one hand, part of me wanted to showcase, like, actual miniatures of each version of the Tomahawk, just to give you, A, visuals, and to just, B, it'd be kind of a fun project to paint up each generation of Warhammer. But, on the other hand, I could just cram out the video sooner if I just skip the mini segment. Because I gotta get I got the Macross Tomahawk art done, but I gotta get the art for the Anthony Scroggins and then the MechWarrior Online version of the Tomahawk. And I gotta get the Pinup Girl and, like, the fucking Gumroad pack for the Tomahawk done as well. Because I wanted to release a, 18 plus pinup pack with the Tomahawk video because it'd be fucking funny. Also because Poppy gave me the idea to make a Tomahawk girl. And yes, the Tomahawk girl is going to be a buff gilf.
Unless you left it all alone.
Alright, chat, I'm gonna show off something a little getting weird. This is the corpse of the visitor. Now, my research on these things is a little bit rusty, but from what I can gather, based off of the things I've seen, there are 2 of these organisms currently in Appalachia. This is the visitor, and it is a little bit stricken with a case of the dead. As you can see, it kind of looks like a humanoid tree. I say this one's a corpse because there's another one of these entities that we can find in the Lucky Hole mine that the Mothman cult, the Red-Eyed Mothman cult, started from. The Lucky Hole version of this creature is actually alive. I believe it is referred to as the Interloper by both sides of the cult. The Wise Mothman cultists see the Interloper as something to be reviled, and the Red-Eyed Mothman cultists view the Interloper as something that is not to be mentioned. But it is commonly theorized that the Red-Eyed Interloper is the boss of the Red-Eyed Mothman, and by extension, the god that the Mothman cultists actually worship. The Mothmen are its messengers, but the Interloper is the one pulling the strings. By that same token, it's theorized that the Visitor was the boss of the Wise Mothman, the altruistic purple-eyed Voth that is often seen helping us, and is currently the subject of the Mothman Equinox event that's going on as I speak. The biggest evidence towards this is the color of the room being purple. The same purple that the Wise Mothman gives us when he buffs us. And honestly, I could see this thing being the god that the both Moth cultists worship. They very much have a lot of tree iconography with their totems, and a lot of their totems don't even look like Mothman, but instead are closer to this thing. This is very much some Bloodborne Lovecraftian shit, and it's an example of Fallout under Bethesda's watch kind of becoming something completely different. And it's weird, because on one hand, I hate that Fallout's changed, but on the other hand, this is objectively cool. Taking the myth of the Mothman from actual real life and tying it to some eldritch Lovecraftian horror shit? Sign me the fuck up! I love this shit, it's great! I'll take one picture with it. God, you can even hear like weird ass voices in this area. It's creepy. No, but again, people also think this one is at least a little more benevolent just because of the aesthetic of the area. This is a cave brimming with life, glowing, iridescent, and warm. Whereas the Interloper's cave is filled with death, corpses, violent cultists, and, you know, creepy skulls and shit. The Visitor just has a generally much friendlier vibe to it, despite it being dead and small. Actually, hold on. I think I got some photos of the Interloper in my gallery. Let me... Yep, here we go. Yeah, the Interloper is far bigger. It's very tranquil, as opposed to the Interloper, who is a giant writhing mass of tentacles. Same general shape, bigger limbs, bigger arms, bigger legs, and a longer face. Yeah, the Interloper, by contrast, looks far more aggressive and terrifying than the Visitor ever did. Here, you know what? Pour one out for the visitor. Commies. Yeah, I'm sure you're happy to see another one of these suits walking in your turf, huh? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh. Okay, why does that have a sword that puts stripe on it? That's kind of goofy. Oh no, yeah, they have drip. It's just that they're still communists. And zombies, too! So like 2 types of evil in one! Ad Victoria, motherfucker. Last one!
I don't want to fight.
I don't want any trouble. I'm here against my will.
How shocking. A spy is trying to lie when faced with death. You know, where I'm from, we see spies, we say,
smiles at us all. All we can do is smile back.
You look like a prisoner in that suit.
Yes, I can see why that would be confusing. Not all of us have the luxury of choice. They threatened to kill my family if I didn't work for them. From what I have overheard on these listening devices, you are working with my daughter. She's on her way here, right now. I didn't want her to have to witness the inevitable. But here we are.
Shut up. This conversation is fucking over.
If you don't want to speak, then don't speak.
There you are. I'm here. I caught up. Ma? 你真的是你吗？你还活着呢？ Wait. How can you be alive, Mom? Why are you here? What is this place?
Jen, why would you come here, you foolish child? You need to leave.
I came here looking for your corpse. I needed a suit, but I buried Dad with his years ago. I couldn't get it off. It was killing me. I didn't know you were alive down here. How could I? You left. Just don't move, okay? I'm trying to think of a way where you walk out of this. Where we don't just kill you along with everyone else down here.
I've already killed everyone in this bunker. She's the last fucking straggler.
This is... I can't believe what's happening. I was certain that they killed her, but here she is, working for them?
We need the spy tech. The rest of this doesn't matter.
No, you're right. She abandoned me. Let me think she was dead. And for what? Misguided patriotism. Let's just get the suit and go. She's been dead to me for a long time. If she really just wants to be alone, then that's her choice. We'll take the suit and go.
If I give you this suit, then they'll come for you. And they'll find me. Maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. They will kill me for it. I don't care if I die. I may as well already be dead. But they will also kill Jen. And I can't risk that.
We can at least be merciful and protect your life.
No, you're right. It's a terrible choice and not one anyone should ever have to make. Let's just get this over with then.
We're done here.
Yeah, you're right. Let's end this. I'll finish up here and then meet you back at Foundation, okay? I need a moment.
It's okay, Saber. You didn't miss much. We got another camp over that bridge. Do forgive my complete willingness to absolutely drop a bomb on that girl's mom. I just have no sympathy towards the people who helped drop bombs on this place. No love lost for literal spies! Well, Pyroman, what do you expect from me?
Subroutine. Failed to launch. Likely gone. Total collapse of society. Oh, oh, oh. Target acquired. I saw your camp today. Great start. Now that you've gathered all that junk into random clumps of structure, when does the real construction begin? Nailed it. Walk it off.
Like the girl said, they had misguided patriotism. Even after everything that happened, they were still loyal to their country.
Error. Based on current number of registered naughty children, this unit is suffering from
Yeah,
a
not sure I got time for you, pal. Sorry.
shortage.
Listening is the key to life. Gotta focus.
No, it's not just as bad. It's probably worse than America, given how many bombs the United States had access to. They may have gotten the first strike, but ain't no way the U.S. let them get off scot-free.
Oh, oh.
You snooping or you're on business? Next week it'll be my turn on guard duty. I hate those late nights, walking the walls.
I don't know the exact answer to that question, but the American in me will always side with the China launch the first strike option.
Oh, it's you again. Hey. I didn't think it was going to be that hard going in. I didn't even remember her face. Not really. I think I want to bury her next to my dad after all this is over with. Feels weird to leave Foundation behind, though.
Did you get the spy tech?
Yeah. I got it.
Okay, that's all we need.
So I saw Jen and Penny are working on that stealth tech. Guess it's time we talked about those laser turrets, huh? The blueprints don't exactly list the spec sheet, but I had to reach out to some specialists who've been shadowing us since the pit.
He's all the help we get.
All right, just so you know, these people are, rigid when it comes to how they contact each other. They have this whole signaling thing they do. I'm gonna mark a spot on your map. Go there and wave the flag. The old stars and stripes. That'll let them know you're the one. They'll tell you what to do from there.
Should drag you along and sing the national anthem while we're at it.
You can't handle my dulcet voice. Get out of here.
I like you, Paige. You're fun. And he can take a joke. Oh!
I hope we can set up more settlements like Foundation. I've got friends out there that didn't want to come with me. Sonny always says his stuff will go on sale tomorrow. Somehow tomorrow never seems to get here.
Oh, way down south in the land of traders, rattlesnakes and alligators. Right away! Right away! Right away!
You'll see a concrete bunker. We will be watching your approach carefully.
See, okay, that question's a very interesting one, because, yeah, the F-14 is very much up there specifically because of Valkyries, but Mr. Bucket also has a lot of love for the F-18 Hornet, as well as the F-15 Eagle. And the F-A-22A Raptor is also awesome. But if I had to pick a favorite, yeah, I'd go with the F-14, honestly. I'll be basic. It's a classic, what can I say? Again, the F-A-18 Hornet is also really cool, though. As is the A-10 Warthog. The A-10 Warthog is quite literally a minigun with wings. Pardon me? That's fair. Oh, speaking of the MiGs, this is okay. This has nothing to do with the MiGs, but I also like the F4 Phantom.
Oliver Fields, Captain, United States Army. Now that we got the pleasantries out of the way, I have one question for you. Why the hell are you planning on stealing America's gold reserve? Uncle Sam not give you enough hugs and kisses while he was keeping you safe in that vault?
Hey, in case you didn't notice, the U.S. is over. Guy got bombed. Actually, you know what? You're U.S. Army? Where have you been?
We've been heading back down from up north. Before you ask why it took so long, take a long, hard look at your day-to-day in Appalachia. It's nice here. We've got it so good that I'd have wanted my mama to retire here. Giant bats. Boo-hoo. Don't you know a lick of history from before the war? We've always been forged in fire. Maybe we got a bit burnt this time, but I can't believe it's the end.
Want to use the gold for new currency. Create a real economy. By the way, chat, that's Fred Tatascore, aka the best Megatron.
World ends, suddenly every Tom, Dick, and Mary thinks they're in charge. What makes you so special, huh?
Honestly, I'm not special. I'm someone following orders. Just like you.
The orders of your overseer, huh? Do you know what your vault's primary mission was? Not the rebuilding America, Bull, the real mission.
Our overseer was supposed to secure Appalachia's nuclear missile silos.
That sounds in line with Vault-Tec's MO. I'm sure they didn't bother checking if that's okay with the Pentagon. All right, people. What do we think of this vault dweller? Radcliffe, Thompson, Lucky?
I mean, I give anyone who doesn't shoot it as bonus points, so checks out to me.
Yeah, holds up with everything we were able to recon. Paige wasn't lying, at least.
I value your opinion the most, Lucky.
All right. Looks like you passed the test. Now let's talk about this Vault 79 you're so keen on breaking into.
This battery of high-end turrets we need to get past, sir.
Oh, we know all about them. Luckily, Paige gave us enough info to ID the problem. Sergeant Radcliffe, want to take it from here?
We're dealing with Robco's semi-autonomous and mobile weapon platform. Only used for special government procurement. Extra thick ballistic shielding, plus reflective paneling, and internal temperature regulation. Even has built-in air fresheners. But can your new buddy Radcliffe beat him? Of course he can. Just need a little help from the source.
Anything you need, just tell me.
Seeing as we have a good feeling about you, I say we work together on this one. You and I are going to meet up at the
Oh shit, that's Ika Amati!
down near Watoga. See if we can find the equipment I need to bust through those turrets. And we better hope we do, because my only backup plan is politely asking the turrets not to shoot us. And that never goes well.
How do you know so much about the turrets?
Because I'm criminally overdue for a promotion?
Great, a comedian. Try not to get us both killed.
What, do I need to politely ask you not to shoot me too? I'm not going to knowingly endanger either of us, don't worry.
Has anyone seen my readers? Oh, hang on, never mind. They're in my pocket.
Good job.
We need to make another supply run. Lucky and I went last time. Nobody let Lucky out by himself. I could have sworn I saw a big old set of red eyes outside just a bit ago.
No go. Also, wait, you saw a big old pair of what? Mothman. 26 minutes left in the stream, or at the very least, I'm left on 76. How far can we get? Thank you, Albino Radstag. I'll consider you an agent of the Wise Mothman. And it's fucking dead. Jesus Christ! I'll avenge you!
I have to come back for that later. Hey, you're not there. Tom's Nicole. Remember, we're looking for military research projects. General rule, they keep the good stuff in the back.
Unidentified intruder.
Good news for us, though, right? Just need to get one of them up and running.
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed. Attention. You may suffer.
I hope we can still be friends when this is all over.
Hostile target identified.
Fiddling the die. Considering this brain is a limited resource, you better find some instructions first. They were smart enough to write the settings down at least. Wouldn't be too hard to figure out which one was where. freak out a little bit.
No, but I could write an entire PhD dissertation about light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation theory. That's so stupid. That's a dumb line. I'm gonna say it.
Yes, lasers. That's just what I'll add on to this unimpressive robot body. All lasers. What an excellent idea, Doctor. What did you need again? Fools. There is no bypass. But that stupid thing you said, which I've already forgotten, made me think of something brilliant. Dismantling my own work would be an interesting challenge to the fabricators. I see it all so clearly now. My only true intellectual life is myself. The enemy was within all along.
Is she, did she just cackle maniacally?
I love Robo Brains. They're dorky little things.
Merely hijacking the band communication signals would be too easy.
No, easy is good. We like easy.
What we need is to expand. Seek out other sources of electricity and snuff them out. Create chaos. Let only the strongest machines survive.
We're still talking about the turret controls, right? Just grab him and let's go. I don't want to stick around for any more of her improvements. This place gives me the creeps. Desk jobs. Whew. Let's rendezvous back at the home base. This place is giving me the creeps.
You're telling me. You know what, chat? We like crazy. That was a fun RoboBrain.
Intruder, identify yourself. Seven minutes left, chat. I don't think we're going to be able to get the plasma caster tonight before it kicks me. But we're almost there. I think next stream we're going to do the friggin' vault raid finally.
Sergeant Radcliffe reports that you procured the tools we need. I'm impressed. Interesting choice of words. You've been making a good team for some time now, haven't you? Page, Dr. Hornwright, that hyperactive communist kid, and now us. You sure picked a strange team, but you've shown that you can follow through. I'm convinced you'll actually pull this damn thing off. We'll be packing up and heading over to Foundation. Sense coordinated from 2 places. Eager to get this done, so let us know when. Come on, just make the best of it, people.
That whole over-deliver mantra, don't you? Captain Fields and his soldiers say they're here to stay. We got the crew and the equipment. All that's left is to get to work. You let me know when you're ready, because once we start, it's gonna be real noisy. No, we're already here. You've built a team, and we're all just waiting on you to lead it. Just let me know when you're ready.
I hope we can set up more settlements like Foundation.
course. Yeah, no, I'm almost, to the next challenge. God damn it.
I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work.
There we go. At least we got to the next tier in the Fortnite Battle Pass. Awesome, I can unlock perk coins. Yay. Alrighty, I think that's gonna do it for Fallout 76 tonight. It's gonna shut down in 2 minutes, and quite frankly, I am just tired. Alright. As always, I'm gonna ask you guys to do everything you can to stay safe out there, okay? Thank you again for joining me tonight. It's always a pleasure, guys. Oh dear, oh dear, pardon me. Stay safe out there, everyone.